Hey, we have machine gun fire over there because my wife's playing Fallout 4, and obviously there's always something going on in the wasteland. Welcome to my channel. This is the old books tag. Thank you so much, Mark, for tagging me. That's Mark over at Richardson Reads. There are 7 questions, and here we go. Question number 1. Have you ever bought a book that was made before you were born? Yes, I have. That would be going back a bit. I have quite a few of them, actually. I have some Zane Grey and Upton St. Clair, and we'll get to that. Question number 2. Which book on your shelf takes place in the oldest time period? Now, for this one, I have some anthologies from college, but I don't think you can use those. So I had to go with Moby Dick by Herman Melville, which was originally published in 1851, I want to say. So, but I have some anthologies from college that are, the big thick books with the thin pages going back to Native American oral tradition, and then I have a book of English literature, once again another anthology which goes back to the earliest writings and, William Wordsworth and just on and on and on. So, but, I don't think you can use those. So. And question number 3. Do you have a book that was originally published in the same year that you were born? And Mark warned folks of this, and he said he had it was a task tracking down a book that was published the year he was born, which I want to say was 61. But I lucked out, and there's the telephone in the background, and I had Night Comes to the Cumberlands by Harry M. Cottle, and it just so happened that I used this book for research to write my coal camp novel. It's about life in a segregated coal camp. It's called The Gray Sun and the Colored Rain, but Night Comes to the Cumberlands by Harry M. Cottle, and it was published in 62 and 63, and 63 is my birth year. Now, question number 4. Which book have you had the my apologies. Question number 4. Which book on your shelves have you had the longest? That's an easy one. My teddy bear just dropped its little badge, and that's Midworld. And the reason why I say that is I have other books that were around actually when I was 5 and 6 years old, but I didn't get those until years later when my parents were like, here, take these old books. And but now I bought Midworld back in this copy of it, and I read it back in the 70s. This copy I bought brand new back in 1983, and I cannot believe that that I've held on to it that long. My girlfriend at the time, we were living in Florida, and she's my wife now. And I went to the bookstore, and I was like, I'd like a copy of Midworld. So he got on microfiche, which some of you may or not be familiar with, and he looked it up, and he ordered this book for me. So that one I've had with me the longest as far as something that I've taken from the different states that I've lived in and on all my travels, and well, I still can't believe I have it, but I bought that brand new back in 1983. Okay, now, number 5. Which book have you had the longest but never read? I have several of those, probably like Misty of Chincoteague and Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson, and my parents bought these way back in the day, and there's a collection. There's Black Beauty, Big Red, a bunch of them, and I tried reading these when I was, I don't know, probably 6 years old, and I couldn't understand all the words, so to say I've officially read them isn't the truth. So I've had these a long time, or they've been in the family a long time. Okay, Question number 6. What's the oldest book you own? Once again, I can't use anthologies, so I'm going to go with these two Zane Greys. One is the Border Legion, the other is the Thundering Herd, and I actually think I have Riders on the Purple Sage and some other stuff of his. And these were 1912 on up, not sure the dates exactly. I have 4 or 5 of these old books. And then I have The Jungle by Upton St. Clair, which was published in 1906. Question number 7. Which book do you have that was written the longest time ago? Wow. I'd have to go back to Herman Melville, since I can't use anthologies, so, you know, like I said, 1851. I may have some older stuff here. My problem is, this is the books I have displayed. I have books in boxes over that way, and I have books in boxes over in that part of the house, and at some point I'm going to knock this wall out, and this is all going to be my library / writing room. But there's actually a room on the other side there, but you can't see it. But that is the tag. Thank you, Mark, for tagging me. If y'all aren't familiar with Richardson Reads, go check his channel out. Everyone, thank you for sticking around, listening to the gunfire, the phone ringing, watching me sip beer. Everyone, take care, and you know the drill. See you later. Bye.